This is my homework for April 6th in preparation on what to do today. And for trading currencies, I believe now, I understand now that I need to start my analysis, my preparation for the day by studying um, the US dollar. And then if I could gain some insights from the US dollar, then I could then understand how to trade all of these other currency pairs. So looking at the dollar index on the daily chart, um, we have from all of March, the US dollar was falling. It went from 12,200 all the way down to 11,844. Um, and so far for April, it's been 3 days up, including today. Um, so we're setting higher highs uh, and lower lows so far for these for the first 3 days of April. Um, so what do I want to mark off here? So the in the pink is the previous year's um, volume profile, and over here in the orange is the current year's volume profile. And so I'm trying to determine, when I look at this, what am I trying to do? I'm trying to understand is what's the direction for today, and potentially where are the highs and lows for today. So has the high been set for today at 11,951? Um, I don't know. Has the low been set for today? I don't know. Uh, this high, how can I qualify? Well, it's come right up to this the the I could put in a volume um, right there. There's see this ledge. If I go move this up, it's that this above the blue line would be a new acceptance area, whereas today's high came right up to this the high of this acceptance area in the rectangle box, which is the high of 999.52, 11,952. So I definitely don't want to be buying at the high. You never want to be buying at the high. Um, so, and we're not at the high right now, but are we at the low? I want to be buying at the low. I definitely also don't want to be selling at the low. So, uh, it went up to this high of this acceptance area, and now it's back down into this area here of last year's profile, which is a high volume area. Now, looking into the current year's developing volume profile, we're back into, you can see right where we are now, there is, right where we are now, that's a high volume area. So if this was going to keep going down, then we're looking for it to come down into this high volume area here. So we're looking at in between these two horizontal blue lines. And So that seems to be my high and my low, and I want to buy as close to those two as possible. A break on the other side of those would suggest it's going to keep going. So if it breaks above 952, then I can look for it to run all the way up to 992, and then 12016. And if it breaks down below 1188, then look for 873, and then down to 842, based on the volume profile. That's the levels of the volume profile that I want to be looking at. Now it's, what's the direction for today? If I come over here to the 4-hour chart, and here I've got the previous month's volume profile and then the current month's developing volume profile, and we're only the first week into April, so we haven't got much of the profile has not been developed. So we seem to be trading some action going on in this thin part of last month's profile. And so does it want to, is this going to be a new area of acceptance? As well as when I look at the previous weeks, there's a thin volume there. Now this is a low. It looks like this thin volume low has been rejected. So where should it come down to? It should come down to, well, here's the here's a high volume area from last month, and it's also a high volume area from the current month. Now you'd want to buy the high volume area and hope for a bounce back up. If it gets accepted into the value area, then look for it to roll all the way further down. On the daily chart, the 510 EMA is, the 5 EMA is, in my thing here, is the is in blue. So the smaller is in brown. So here this is aligned for the downside, but that looks like a curve. So that's not really helping. So that looks like it might curve up. Here in the 821 EMA, 821 EMA, that looks like it's that's angling to the upside. And then for finally we get into the daily. So the daily is the 100 200 EMA has not rolled over yet, and we can see that we know that the last 3 trading days have finished to the upside. Even the fourth one back, I know it finished down, but that had a bias to the upside, and we could see that today we traded above the developing value area. Yesterday we traded above the value area. We are trading even as we speak right now above the value area high from yesterday. And so today, if this gets accepted below, if it comes below the developing value area, then it potentially it could come come down here, further down. So preparation for 2 o'clock today with the release of the FOMC minutes. We want to see, is price going to get accepted between 11,918 and 11,890, or is 11,918 going to hold and then take price further back up for the US dollar? So US dollar, this is the yearly, right? So the US dollar and the yearly is if it breaks the high from today, whether it's tomorrow it does that or even later today, then look for it to run further higher up.